Hi, and welcome to Blitzkrieg Model Works. I'm Bob, you know me as Darkland on the forums. Happy New Year, everybody. Well, 3 days late, but my That 70s build entry is finally done, or at least I'm calling it done. I chose to do Tamiya's old Marder Schutzenpanzer, the IFV, originally released in 1977, and I chose to go with the spirit of the build, not necessarily the actual build rules for the group build. I built the entire kit totally out of the box and old school. The only thing that I did that would technically be not out of the box is I drilled out the gun barrels. I hollowed them out, which was a typical thing that we would do back then. But other than that, everything else is out of the box. There's no additions. Everything is just assemblage and paint. Thing does have a nicely detailed engine compartment, which because they give no provision to close this hatch, you can't open it once everything's assembled. Nice going, Tamiya. I did take pictures. I'll show those later at the very end. Went together fairly nice. Little bit of gap problems front and rear in the back here, because this is one of the old Tamiya kits that has, oh, I filled them in. It had motorization holes. It was very common at the time for these to be motorized, not necessarily remote controlled, but they would go vroom vroom around on the carpet. So it had a little bit of an issue. The way this would come apart is you'd actually twist this sideways, this would come apart, and that's the little peg that it sits on, and you'd actually pull the whole thing apart so you could change your batteries. But like I said, kit went together really well. Detail typically of the 70s. Tamiya figures. Fairly rough, but typical for the time. These are a lot better than some of the early German ones they had in the early 70s when they first started producing stuff. But overall, it was a good kit. Gave me a reason to build the thing. I was originally going to do a full like interior build and whatnot on it, but I'll save that for the Reval Marder 3, the uprated version that I've got sitting in my stash. One thing I did plan on doing that was a little extra, I had actually made vision blocks to go into all of these. The ones for the front of the turret and the commander's hatch were actually already there. I just painted them with Tester's chrome silver and then Tamiya clear green, because at the time they would have used a green tinted armored glass. Now it's red for anti-laser. But I wanted to fill in a lot of these, and dummy me went and glued everything together and totally forgot to put the darn things in, and now it's too late to do anything. But finish wise, I pretty much did it old school as well. Just airbrushing, some dry brushing, and a light wash over the whole vehicle. No pin washes, no filters, no dot streaking with oils, no pigments. I wanted to do this like old school, the way we used to do them in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, when stuff started to change, when MiG started coming out in the mid-late 90s. So anyway, thanks for your patience with this. I will have another video up quite soon for the Snow Leopard. That's coming to fruition. No base, but the painting and everything will be done. And I'll post up some pictures here at the end of the video. And thank you very much for carrying on and being patient. Like and subscribe for more updates. Talk to you later, guys.